One face. Speech off.
Blind Kyle checking in. Hope everybody's having a good morning. This video is influenced by like the person that I literally think is the coolest person ever. But I asked a friend of mine to give me some criticism on my videos and stuff, and so here we go. Why do I, as a blind person, visually impaired person, want to scuba dive or do other activities? Um, Such as skydiving and things like that. Why? Why? What appeals to me? And I took that back to some meditation and thinking, and the answer is the same reason that my entire life I've always had jobs that require a lot of focus or a lot of attention. Being a tree climber, cutting down big limbs over a house, in Atlanta, got to be focused, right? Working in the print shop had to be focused. Driving, big trucks had to be focused. I've always liked, I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but I bet there's some people that can, being a line cook in the kitchen, right? When all the tickets started printing out, I swear those moments were some of the most peaceful moments. Like, wow, there's like 100 things going on at once, right? Um, my brain thrives in that chaos, and I think that the reason why, and hear me out here, I do consider myself a Christian. I believe in the Bible and all of that. So please continue. Hear me out. But in those moments that I'm scuba diving, I'm doing tree work, climbing a tree, cutting it down with a chainsaw. I'm working on a commercial longline fishing boat, or doing jet skiing, or doing an activity that requires all that attention, rock climbing. Um, my mind is focused on what it is that I am doing, and it's forced to because it's dangerous if I don't focus, right? So in those moments, I know what it is that I'm relying on. For example, scuba, right? I'm relying on my tank. I'm relying on my regulator that's comes, I'm relying on my scuba buddy, right? I know I can physically think about what it is that I'm relying on. Other times, right? When I'm just bebopping throughout life, really don't know what it is that I'm relying on, right? I do believe in a higher power, a creator, God, right, spirit. Um, but the answer, we don't really 100% know, right? I can't put my hands on it. I can't grab it. I can't touch it, right? Um, I definitely consider myself a very spiritual person, so I hope that that didn't offend anybody or make anybody mad. But I think that the reason that I am like that is because in those moments, while I'm climbing climbing that tree with the chainsaw, and having to make sure the knots are tied right, like in those moments, I am focused on what it is that I'm relying on, and I know what it is because it's my knots, or it's my scuba buddy, or it's right, it's something that's tangible and touchable, and in those moments cause me I find peace in those moments, right? I'm just now learning to find peace amongst the other moments, the rest of the moments, right? And that's taken a lot of meditation and spiritual work and discipline that I'm still kind of figuring out today. But I think that that is why, as a visually impaired person or a blind person, that I would choose to do something like scuba dive, right? Because in those moments, my mind is so focused on what it is that I am doing, the chaos and the noise around me is no longer heard or can be heard or whatever. So that's, I've been like that my entire life, and I'm just now recently starting to get to a place to where I can be bored and be okay with nothing. You know, you'll like this one, Jay. Like, listening to Star Wars is okay with me, right? Like, and being just calm and chill. That's taken a lot of work and a lot of practice and discipline, but that is my answer to that question. And that's why I like to scuba dive. That's why I like to do high concentrated focused things. Is because in those moments I know what it is that I'm relying on. The rest of the time, I know that I say that I believe in God, right? But I don't really know. Like, I can't grab it. I can't put my hands on it. I can't touch it, right? I believe in, the spiritual practices and works and all of that, right? But I can't touch it. So I hope that maybe give somebody some thinking points or something to ponder about, or I don't know, maybe I can share my passion with doing things like scuba and high concentrated rock climbing is something I'm like about to start kind of trying out to see if that's something that is I enjoy, right? But I've always enjoyed doing things that require a lot of focus and a lot of attention because it calms down all the other voices in my head. Not to sound too crazy, right? But I know some people can relate to that, right? So I hope everybody's having a great holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks.